Hey, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I'll explain something about my channel. My channel is about me talking about recovery. I'm not sponsored by NARAA. It's just me keeping it real just for the day. You don't got to be on my channel from recovering from drugs. You can be recovering from anything. Recovery from gambling, sex, Pepsi. So I made this channel because it's always someone recovering from something, man. And we can talk honestly in here. I answer 5 questions at the end of the video. And so, we're going to get busy. You know what I'm talking about? So, beginning of my videos, I say the serenity prayer. If you don't know it, just woosah with me. Ready? Don't that feel better? You got to do that when you get in the morning. You got to let the sun hit you. Okay, so close your eyes. Come on. Let's say the serenity prayer together. If you don't know it, it's okay. Just close your eyes. Ready? God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Don't you feel better? I feel better. Okay, so yesterday I talked about my 1 year clean. Today I'm going to talk about my 18 months clean in my process. And at the end of the day, I'm going to answer 5 questions. My 18-month process, man, by this time, man, I was like feeling good. This is the only time I really felt good during my whole process, man, when I had 18 months because, since the coronavirus, I did a lot of work on myself, man. I had a lot of internal work, learning how to, how my disease operate, learning how to give myself joy instead of negative, you know what I'm saying? And, I did a lot of work, man. I started working out real heavy, a lot, you know what I'm saying, to, bring more positive energy to myself. I started reading more positive, listening to more positive stuff. Like, first thing when I woke up, I prayed, I meditated, I worked out. And so that was set my day off right. Because sometimes I wake up mad for no reason. You ever wake up mad? There's no reason, you're just mad. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out a way to release that bad energy. So I said, let me pray constantly, let me meditate, let me work out, and let me read the literature. And so I rather read literature in my program. I don't know what program you in, but I started reading it and I started playing in the moment. Like in the moment, it says freedom from the first thought. So I started to learn how to get freedom from the first thought. When the thought comes to me in the morning and says, Pierre, you're depressed. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm happy today. You know what I'm talking about? Pierre, don't go do nothing. Don't go work out. I said, no, I do got to work out. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to look better for myself. Like this program has taught me to love myself, right? Because it said, we're going to love you until you love yourself. So during this time, I had real quality time with myself, man, and get back the old Pierre, the old best friend, man. Because I lost him somewhere down the line because that's when I started using drugs. I lost the respect and self-love about myself that I had to go to a drug to kill me. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm glad for this program of recovery because it gave me back myself. It gave me back, the freedom to not go kill myself no more, And but I was struggling like a little bit because I was going to court, and since the coronavirus, they had shut down court for the custody of my daughters, and I kept getting letters from CPS saying that my baby mother was in a hotel, she was using drugs, she was getting beat up, and they wouldn't take my kids. So I was just stressed out. They kept calling me. I was calling the court, and the court said they couldn't do nothing until I sent the marshals over there, and they said that there was drugs around. So I to the court, I told my lawyer, we got to at least put in something, so we put in for emergency release, and I ended up going to court, and I ended up getting custody of my daughters. And it was a hard process, you know what I'm saying? Because I was doing the right thing for the right reason, but nothing was going right. It's like I was powerless, man. Everything I did, I had CPS calling me. Man, I've been going through this fight for my daughters since I've been clean. And it seemed like all the odds were against me. No matter what I did, I couldn't get my kids, man. And it was in a bad situation. The mother was using in a hotel, and they still wouldn't give me my kids, man. So I fought, man. And I prayed a lot, man. And that's when I learned how to really be powerless over the situation. Even though you're doing the right thing, things are just not going to go your way just because you're clean. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up getting custody of my daughters. And I'm grateful for that, They're here with me, and their mom ended up getting clean by this, and now I co-parent with their mother. Because I'm not the type of person to hold grudges against anybody, because I understand being caught up in an addiction. I understand not being self-aware of your problems. Because we say you're not accountable for when you're active with active with disease, but you're accountable for your recovery. So I can't blame you for whatever you did in your disease, man. I don't judge nobody. I'm open-minded, so you give yourself a break, man. It's okay, man. You can't even get back to past. You can't even determine the future, man. All you got is today. So hold on. Don't let the past eat you up. I know I've been there. It eats me up too. I'll be like, damn, man, I hurt so many people. I hurt myself. But I can't go back and get it. That's my depression. It's always want to take me to the painful situation, Until I told myself, listen, man, I can't go back there and change it. I can't determine my future. All I got is today. So all you got is today, man. So if you woke up, man, you got another second chance to get right. Just hold on, man. Hold on. Be around positive people that love you unconditionally. Because I love you unconditionally, man. I respect where you at, man. My job is not to like people. My job is to love you and have unconditional love with no expectations, man. So if you got up and said, Peter, man, I got 10 minutes clean. Shit, you got 10 minutes clean. Shit, that's good enough. I know some people got 0. You know what I'm saying? And if you got 0, man, listen, you can get clean, man. You hold on, man. Hold on. I'm going to be right here until you're ready to get some help. You hear me? Yes, I'm talking to you, man. If you just lost some time, it's okay. It's okay, because all we got is today. So you pick your head back up. You hear me? Because you don't think you're important, man. Listen, man, my higher power, he doesn't make no mistakes. So he didn't make no mistakes when he made you. You know what I'm talking about? All right, man. So, yeah, so I got custody, and life's been great, man. Again, I got 7 kids, man. My wife, she had 3 kids when I got with her, and I have 4 kids. Well, I had 3 kids and I have my baby, and their kids are my kids. I don't believe in stepkids, you know what I'm saying? So I got 7 kids, man, and they're all broken, man. So I need recovery to keep them balanced, to keep myself balanced, Like my wife, she just used, and a couple weeks ago. And, it was hurtful, man. It's hurtful to see somebody you love go back out. You know what I'm saying? And I had to protect my kids, man. I had to remove myself from the situation because, my wife was in danger for herself and everybody else around us. Now I had to stop personalizing. See, we personalize things. Well, I personalize things when it comes to disease. How could you dare do this? How could you do this? How could you do this to me? But you don't love yourself right now, so there's no way you could love me. Now I had to be willing to be able to love my wife unconditionally. Come here, my sponsor comes up to me, right? He goes, it's the second time my wife has went back and decided she wanted to recovery, and my sponsor come up to me again. He says, our primary purpose is to be there for the still sick and suffering addict, and the still sick and suffering addict is your wife. He says, you got to go home because one of you are only hope shot. So I had to get out of my self-centeredness and be there for my wife and love where she's at unconditionally, and be her hope shot, and she's back in recovery, and I'm supportive. And I'm supportive until it's okay that she just lost 2 years. It's okay. All we got is today. I tell people at the end of the day, listen, man. Listen, I'd rather you have 1 day clean and happy with yourself, right? In your happy power. In your higher power, than 10 years clean. This program is about you building a relationship with yourself and your higher power, man. Because tomorrow ain't promised, man. We can die. So I want you to be happy with yourself. Focus on building positivity with yourself and be around people that's going to give you nothing but positivity and to love you so they can counteract your disease when your disease is telling you you're a piece of crap. Your disease is telling you no good. Your disease is telling me nobody's going to want you. You're not going to be back in your kid's life. All these things the disease tells you. I'm going to tell you it's a lie. I came from nothing. It's to tell me I'm going to be in my kid's life. Now I got all custody of them. It's to tell me I'm never going to stay clean. Now I'm clean. See, this is a problem. Our disease, our mind, our thinking. We got to know how to change it, man. So hold on. To stay clean. Then you'll learn how to defend yourself. Defend yourself against you. Okay? All right. I'm going to get to the 5 questions. Hey, and listen, you haven't subscribe. Tell other recovering addicts, alcoholics, anybody, you know what I'm saying? So we can get busy. Yeah. All right, first question is, can I stay clean without going to rehab? Yeah, you can, man. You can stay clean without going to rehab, you know. And I mean, I know people that stay clean, you know, without going to a rehab. But it's difficult, man. It depends on what situation you is. You know, all a rehab do is give you tools to stay clean on the outside. You know, like me, I need the break, man. Because I was caught up in the street life and all these, you know, illusions that I thought I was. So I needed time to detox all that stuff, man. But you can stay clean. I know many people that didn't go to rehab stay clean. But you got to get busy, man. You got to get a sponsor, man. You got to get somebody to help you with you. You got to get strong fellowship, man. Especially if you're trying to do our rehabs. That's all they teach you in rehab. You know, get a foundation, get into the literature, whatever program fits you, get a sponsor, and get rooted. Get busy. Like you was getting busy in the street, busy on that drug, get busy in recovery. Chase recovery like you was chasing the drug. And you can stay clean. So you guess you can. And I'm rooting for you. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. All right. Number 2. When can I work the steps? Many people have different things about the steps and whatever program you in. You know what I'm saying? Me, it's whenever you're ready, man. Some of us work the steps without us even knowing it, man. You know, powerless, surrender, you know. The steps is very, you know, from my understanding of the steps, the steps make you more self-aware of the disease and to teach you how to respond to it, right? And it kills self, right? And it makes you become a better person, you know. But first, you got to stay clean. That's my advice when it comes to steps. Stay clean first, man. In my first year, they told me to stay clean because I wanted to brush through the steps. I mean, yeah, I want to recover, but I didn't even know how to stay clean first. You know what I'm saying? Always trying to rush ahead. You know what I mean? Always trying to rush ahead. And then my sponsors tell me, man, this is an uncurable disease. It's not going nowhere, so take your time. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, okay. So I took my time, man. I took it one day at a time, man. One day at a time, man. And now, you know, I got knowledge of the steps. But I'm taking my time with that too, man. This is not a program of perfection, man. It's not. It's a program of progress. You know, slow progress is better than no progress. Fast progress, can get you back to fast using. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, listen, we all go on our own process, man. Do you get what I'm saying? And so me personally, I advise you to, you know, do whatever it feels right in your spirit. You hear me? Whatever feels right in your spirit, man. Woosah, meditate and talk to your sponsor. Talk to your sponsor brothers. Talk to your fellowship, man. And if you feel you're ready, go work the steps, man. Hey, chase it, man. Chase it. You hear me? Go after it, man. So that's all on you, man. That's all on you. How bad do you really want to stay clean? All right, number 3. What is a reservation? Man, I had a lot of reservations when I came in the program, right? Because listen, I was coming to program, but I didn't get a sponsor. I didn't get a sponsor, and I didn't read literature because I knew I wanted to stay clean, but I didn't want to recover. You know, so I had a reservation going to get used again. I didn't really follow. I kept letting doors open. I still go mess with the girl that was using. I still would hang out with the dudes that was selling drugs. These are all reservations because I know that will lead me to using. You know, so when you want to stay clean, man, you shut down all doors. There's no excuse. You feel me? Like, I always had an excuse because I was always trying to find a way out to use again. It's a reservation, man. So this time, I didn't date the girl that I was using. You know, I didn't hang out with the friends that was selling drugs. I closed all them doors, man. I got a sponsor. I started reading the literature and applying it to my life. You know what I mean? I did whatever they said. I did. You know what I'm saying? So I was all the way in, man. I was all the way in, man. So you gotta tell yourself, man, are you all the way in? Cause if you are, you'll close them doors that you got open. You know what you got open, man. It's only for you to close it, man. You know, do you want to recover or do you not? You know, but if you still got a reservation, man, just stay clean, man. And eventually, God willing, it'll go away. You know, some of us have a reservation when we come in here. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually as time, they go away. Could we do some work, more is revealed? Just take it easy, man. Take it easy, man. But I'm telling you my experience, man. Having a reservation can really lead you back to using. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and think about, man, using. Think about where you came from. When you think about using, right, or leaving these reservations open, man, think about the last desperation you had when you was using. Is it really important having that door open for reservation to go back to that desperation? Is it really? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Number 4. Why am I not happy even though I put the drugs down? Man, that's a good one. Man, can we suffer from, man, different stuff, man? Just because our program said the drug was just a symptom. It made me aware of my problem. And my problem was me. That I couldn't, like, once you put the drugs in me, I became somebody totally different. A Credible Hulk. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? I got stuff from depression, I tell you all the time, paranoia, all these problems, man. You know what I mean? That told me that I wasn't happy. Told me these things, you feel me? So I know this is my thinking so I learned to change my thinking, man. I went to mental health. I went to, some was need outside help, man. I went to a lot of different help to help me with me. Once I had to put the drug down to figure out that it was me who was the problem. You know what I'm saying? I'll make my own disaster. Like I couldn't be happy. Like, you know, like when I first started, right, I had nothing but the clothes on my back, right? So when I got an apartment and I had food in a bed, I was still unhappy. But I forgot, like, damn, I just started with nothing. Because my disease will always try to take away the joy. So I always remember what I have and what I started with and where I came from. So it gives me joy when I start to lose it, you know? And that's something I learned. That's something I gave myself a tool to make myself happy. Pierre, you're not happy you sleep in the bed? Oh, you remember when you was sleeping in the street? Pierre, remember when my family gets on my nerves? You remember when you had no one that loves you? I'm like, oh. Remember when you was alone, Pierre? I'm like, yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? I learned how to counteract my disease. And they told me if you forget where you come from, you're doomed to repeat it. So learn, get some tools, man, to make you happy, man. Can we suffer from that, man? We always want to go to that painful situation, man. Because like me, I was addicted to pain. It was my best friend. So part of me wants to feel pain, hurt, all sad. It wants me to go back to that stuff. It wants me to feel that way. Because it was my best friend. It feels uncomfortable for me to feel peaceful and happy. I feel like it's, you know what I'm saying, I want to go back. I don't know why, but I do. You know? So I'm getting better daily at that, of being grateful and learn how to deal with being peaceful. That's why we say pray, meditate. Learning how to, you know, let someone love me and not expect them and think they're going to hurt me. You know? It's just breathe, man. Breathe. Get outside help. Get more help. Call me. I tell you, man, we can talk, man. We can talk, man. I don't care where you at. Alaska, Hawaii, anywhere. You know what I'm talking about? I'll talk, man. We can exchange numbers. You see me? Listen, and we can get busy, man. Without you, there's no me, man. So you hold on. No matter what you're going through, you hold on, man. If I can do it, the depression, paranoia, and all this, you can do it too. You hear me? Yes, you. You can do it too. All right. Number 5. What is the how of the program? The how of the program. Oh, it's a big old B. Sorry about that. How the program, it's how it works, right? It's honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness in our program. Honesty, right? This is honest sharing. It's an antidote to disease thinking. You got to be honest so someone can help you with your disease thinking, man. It's very important. See, I didn't want to be honest because I was scared of people knowing who the fuck I was. I mean, sorry, who I was. And I was very scared about that, man. You know what I'm saying? But then when I realized that these people are just like me, then I got nothing to be scared about. You know what I'm talking about? So the open-mindedness was, I had to be open-minded to whatever hope they had, because I had to be willing to get different perspectives on what I was thinking. And the open-mindedness is for the hope, hearing other people's experience on how they stay clean with that emotion or experience of life. And I'd be willing to do whatever it took so I didn't die. Just like I was willing to do whatever to get high, I'd be willing to do what it took in the program. Whatever program you took, whatever program you in. Gotta be willing, man. That's the how of a program. Honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness. They say in our program, if you lack one of these, you're doomed to relapse. Because I'll be like, I ain't willing to do that. I ain't open. I don't want to be honest today. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to be open-minded to whatever he's saying. I don't like him. Do you get what I'm saying? The disease always trying to take these three away from me. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So be aware of that. Always stay vigilant in the how and honesty and willingness. It'll help you grow. Mind, body, and spirit. Well, that's my show, man. I hope you enjoy it, man. And thank you for commenting. For the people that are commenting, thank you. If you haven't commented, comment. Give me some topics, man. I appreciate you, man. If anybody didn't tell you they love you, man, listen, check me out. And listen, I love you, man. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about? You know what you're talking about? All right, until next time. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, man. You know what I'm talking about? But until next time, and God willing, I'll see you tomorrow.